Welcome to Say Like a Champ, episode 249. It's your boy A-Dub.
And your boy Jefferson, SLAC fan. Welcome back.
Welcome back. Another week in sports, another episode of Say Like a Champ. And we're definitely glad to have you with us. And, if you're in the comment section live, please let us know where you're at so we can acknowledge you. We appreciate everybody rocking with us live every week. We got Unk out there already. But also, if you're checking us out on iTunes later or on YouTube, definitely drop some comments. We see you guys. We know everybody can't watch live, but we do see the participation after the fact, and that's much appreciated. So with that being said, Strizzy, how you feeling, man? What's good?
I'm feeling good, man. You know what I'm saying? Just waiting, trying to get through this week. And then one of my friends is getting married this week, so I'll be in Vegas this weekend, and then come back. And then next weekend, I'm on vacation with the family. So excited. Hopefully I don't get too worn out because it's, just as hot in Vegas as it is here. So
yeah,
we'll see. But how you feeling?
I'm feeling good, man. I'm feeling good. We actually all got to celebrate Sebastian's birthday yesterday in Disneyland together. So big shout out to the family for making that happen. That was super dope. And
heck yeah.
Got home safely today, but you know how that goes. Just kind of a long day. And I definitely felt the heat as soon as we got back. It was nice to have a break. But it's definitely hot, man. I can definitely feel the difference just as soon as we got back this way. So but
that's what's up, man.
For sure. Yeah, for sure. We had a great time. But yeah, I did mention Unk in the comments. We also got Stephanie Washington. Early happy taco / T-Mobile Tuesday. That's what's up.
Yeah.
Welcome to the show. Thank you for being with us. We also got Pops in the building. Good evening. And lastly, we have to round out our panel real quick with our brother Matt Marcus. Marcus,
Yes,
what's
sir.
good?
What up, dog?
What's up, fellas? Sorry I missed the hat day. I don't have my hat on today.
Oh, you're the only one that was fully prepared. You know what I'm saying? That's why you're like, I don't need to throw something on real quick. But no, how you doing, though? What's good?
We good, man. We here, man.
That's what's up. All right, we'll go ahead and get the show rolling. A few fun topics we want to talk about and then get into some stuff. But we definitely got to mention our predictions for the NBA Finals. And Marcus, we didn't get a chance to talk to you about it, but how are you feeling about the matchup, the Celtics and the Mavericks? What do you think about that matchup?
Well, I'm rooting for the Mavs to win, but for some reason I think Boston might pull it out. I don't think you can get there 3 years in a row and don't win, So just with time. But I think it depends on who are the best two. Is if Tatum and Brown the best in the series, or it's going to be Luka and Kyrie the best in the series. So I know they have supporting cast, but I just think it's going to be those four guys who determine who's going to win it. So I don't know if Tatum's going to net up again and it's too big for him again and he loses, or he going to overcome it this year and do it. So we'll see. He has Porzingis and he has Holiday this year, so they kind of help him out a little bit. But I don't know. But I'm definitely going for Kyrie to get him another one. But we'll see.
Yeah, I'm with you. Definitely Stephanie Washington team, anybody but the Celtics. I'm definitely on that train as well. And I love Luka. I love Kyrie as well, like in those clutch situations. So, and I also hate the Celtics. So we'll see. But I definitely think you're right. I think Tatum, will he step up in those big moments? He's going to get his stats. But, when it comes down to it, winning time, will he make the difference? But both teams do have good supporting casts. And Strizzy, I was wondering for you, like, who do you think is the X factor in this series, or who could make the most difference if they pop up and have a great series?
Well, for the Celtics, I think it's really gonna, like you said, JT, JB, those guys are gonna kind of do their thing, and I'm saying what's gonna happen in those closing seconds. But I think X factor wise for the Mavs, same thing, right? Like it's got PJ Washington has to come through. He's got to play just as well in the last series, that he did in this one. He's got to make those open threes, contested ones. You need help on the reboundings. Gaffer's got to play defense underneath the rim the same way he did in the last one too. Get those block shots, and hopefully get Derek Lively back too. Like the rookie's been so good for this year, and
True.
They're really quiet about him too. And the offensive rebounding and just the energy that he brings, I think it's gonna be huge. So like we know Luka's gonna get 30 something. He's gonna average practically a triple double. We know Kai's gonna average high 20s. He might even average 30 this season just because he's playing the Celtics. You know what I'm saying? And I think on the Celtics side of the ball, I think what's Derek White going to do? Is he going to continue the the strong shooting that he's been exhibiting these last couple of series, and is my boy Drew going to be able to kind of do what they brought him over to do? The same thing that the Bucks brought him over to do. You know what I mean? And
right,
he's going to have a tough task. I think he's probably going to guard Kyrie in this series. I don't think he's going to guard Luka. I think Derek White will probably guard Luka. But it's going to be tough. Like the Timberwolves were extremely physical, man, and as much as they try to beat down on Luka, he's still averaged down there a 30-point triple-double, man. So I'm going for the Mavericks big time, and I kind of with Marcus. It's like you can't keep getting this far and not turning out. But I hope they don't. I hope something else happens and they just for some reason can't get it done, man.
Yeah, I definitely feel it. We could see, but I do think if they don't get it done this time, they'll have to see what else they can do because they have basically maxed out this team, especially with Porzingis. If he's able to be healthy and contribute to the series, and then Marcus, you mentioned him, Holiday. I think, well, you both mentioned him. I think that's a big X factor for me. Is like they brought him in. He's like a clutch player. He knows what to do. Yeah. So it might be those little extra nudges that you get from the supporting cast that make the difference. So we'll see.
Is this third in a row, or did they skip a year? Did they play Warriors, Nuggets now, or was they skip a year?
No. Miami played the Nuggets.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So it's that second. Okay.
Yeah, it was the second finals.
Okay.
Yeah. So
I forgot that was the Heat last year.
Yeah.
But they kind of did the same thing. They kind of fell flat against the Heat when they really probably shouldn't have. But the coaching made the difference in that one too. But Ugg says, I think it'll go 7 games. Not sure who will win. I do want to throw our predictions out there. I know this is kind of a waffly one, but I think it's going to be Mavericks in 6. Mm-hmm. I think if they don't finish it in 6, though, I think it's going to be potentially maybe the Celtics in 7. I hope it doesn't go Game 7 because that's just too stressful for me. But Mavs in 6, that's my prediction.
I'm gonna go Boston in 6.
I got Mavs in 6 too.
All right, let's go. Hopefully that's more reality than just with our hearts, but we'll see. Definitely it's going to be a highly contested series, and that first game is on Thursday. So I throw the schedule up here really quickly. But it's kind of weird. There's like extra games. I was hoping they were going to go Thursday, Saturday, but there's a couple extra games in there. And then also this year there's no game on Father's Day, which is kind of whack to me. Usually that's kind of like a finals tradition. Like if it goes 6 or 7, then it's usually like a Father's Day matchup.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if it's because of the tournament that is going longer or what, but I was kind of disappointed that they didn't kind of match up the schedule for that. So
okay, it's Eastern time. I would say so 8 o'clock, so it'd be 5 for us, though, right?
Yeah. So that's good. At least there are none that are earlier than 5 o'clock or 5:30, so that should be good. But yeah, I definitely want to see Thursday's game. I think that'll kind of potentially set the tone. Like we'll see how these teams are coming out against each other and what adjustments need to be made. But man, I'm hoping Dallas steals one of these first 2 at home.
Yeah, and Pops keep on saying if, but I thought Porzingis, he is playing there, right? I thought they had him in the lineup.
He hasn't come back yet.
Oh, I heard yesterday or today that he was clear to play, but maybe not.
Let me double check because I don't know. I didn't know if he was like officially cleared or not. They kept saying he was supposed to come back in the last series, but it didn't go long enough. So
he wouldn't need it in the last series. So I wouldn't either. Huh?
Yeah.
It said Porzingis plans to play.
Okay.
But unsure if he's 100%. So who knows, man? Like sometimes I feel like that's scary. Like he might just mess around and get re-injured. You know what I'm saying?
I wouldn't even play him like because he can mess up the chemistry or something like that. That's how when Colbert came back, he almost messed up them. So
true. Especially if he's like, yeah.
I would say you up maybe 3-1 or something like that, then put him in there to finish the series. But I don't know. I'm putting him in there.
Yeah, I feel it.
I feel like he's definitely going to contribute to the championship. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but yeah, like Mark said, he kind of might mess up the chemistry, especially if he's not 100% healthy. But so Pop said if no KP Mavs 4-2, if KP plays Mavs 4-3. Got you. So we'll see, but he plans to be ready. We'll see how he is on Thursday, but that could be very interesting.
Not to mention too, like you're talking about him being injured. I think if he's injured, I think that hinders him still. If he's still injured and they're trying to like force him because they think it'll help, like that hinders the team. That doesn't always help the team. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
Well, if he's still not good to go, I hope they keep him out until he's like for sure like, no, I'm good.
Yeah, I feel you. All right, well, we'll see. But when we get back together, there'll only be 2 games, so they'll be headed back to Dallas. So we'll get a chance to kind of talk about it. It's funny how the conference finals, like all the games went so quickly. We basically it was a sweep by the time we got to talk about it again. So
I know
they're definitely going to draw this one out a little bit longer. So that's what's up. I was going to ask you guys too. I didn't realize this, but and Marcus, I wanted to ask you this about the Lakers. Apparently, their coaching search is including JJ Redick, and I didn't realize. I guess I was just not aware, but LeBron and JJ Redick have a podcast together. And did you guys know about that, or have you seen it all?
I thought he was just on his podcast. I didn't know they had one together.
Same.
So I thought maybe I know that his podcast went kind of. He said a lot of stuff in that first podcast, so maybe it turned into that. But I don't think it was started like that. Till you just said it, I didn't even know that. So I just thought maybe he was just on there. Like I say, it's like Cat Williams when he got on there. He said so much. You were like, whoa,
right.
So maybe I didn't know they had a podcast. So I think that's if it is, I think that's whack. I don't like JJ. So and LeBron is one of my favorite players. So that is, I don't want to listen to that.
Yeah. Oh, so apparently that's what I kind of thought too. I thought like LeBron was just making noise because he went on it, but apparently it's through the Undisputed, and they have like a handful of episodes. But I guess maybe they weren't hitting. That's why he had to start saying some more things. I guess I don't know, but I kind of think it's whack too. But now I'm like, is that why they're like, oh yeah, we're gonna hire JJ Redick because he's buddying up with LeBron? I think that is super whack. But Strizzy, what do you think?
That was horrible. Like, I'm sorry. Like that should never be a reason why you hire someone. You know what I mean? Like dudes never. Don't get me wrong. Like all the time. Like the dudes that were mediocre in the pros that usually make some of the best coaches, but it's always not the case either. You know what I'm saying? And if he gets the job because he's friends with LeBron, like that's just crazy. Because they have a podcast, that's nuts. That's crazy to me. There's too many other guys out there who've been trying to get it out the mud to get their first ever head coaching job and been an assistant for years. And JJ Redick just retired, dog. Like.
Right.
Like, I don't know. Like, he ain't Jason Kidd. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know.
He ain't getting no job, man. And
that's crazy.
You heard what Doc said about him, so I don't think he's going to get it. So
I don't think so either. But, yeah, here's the little episode. They're over here drinking their wine. But I think if the Lakers did do that, that would be, like, the ultimate, like, they just want to have LeBron run the show. Especially, like, if they did do that, I'm like, oh, they're definitely going to be drafting Bronny probably first round, too. Like, they're like, we're all in on this. You know what I'm saying?
The crazy thing too is like they even talking about drafting Bronny number 1. I'm like, what's going on? Like, I just don't stuff like that, man. You making stuff, you making it bad, man. So he be your first pick and all that kind of stuff. I think that's bad for the game, and it's going to kind of mess LeBron up as a person, like because you making this stuff happen like this is not cool. So I hope it don't happen, but we all know he's not number 1 pick. Come on, man.
Right. And I'm not going to be surprised if he gets drafted, but I get what you're saying. Like, if it goes that far, it's like, okay, now you're kind of pushing it. Like, this is too much. But I don't know, because some people are saying, I guess part of obviously the speculation is, well, if they do draft him or he does go number 1 overall, then that team will have a great chance to then go sign LeBron. But that's crazy. Pop says word is he's the front runner, talking about JJ Redick. Atkinson is available. He's a better choice to me.
Who's Atkinson?
The dude, he coached the Nets for a couple years. I think it's Kenny Atkinson. He's a good coach for sure, but I don't know. I don't know what happened with him.
Didn't the assistant coach that took over for the head coach for Timberwolves put his head in too?
Oh, that's what's up. That would be cool.
I thought he did too. I thought the assistant coach for the Timberwolves also put his head in for the Lakers job.
That would be good. I mean, I think they definitely need to do something and figure it out sooner rather than later. But yeah, I do think that they're a little bit scared of what LeBron's going to think or like getting him involved. But I don't like the JJ Redick thing. Finding out about the podcast more is like makes it even more suspect.
Yeah. Ty Lue, he locked his spot up with the Clippers. So
That's right. That is was that last week. He was like, this is where I want to be or whatever. But they knew they were kind of like, okay, let's protect him a little bit because that's LeBron's guy. If LeBron could pick anybody, he would pick Ty Lue.
Yeah.
So Unk says, bring back Marcus Jackson. No way. That would be terrible. I never was like too sold on him as a coach. Obviously, with the Warriors, he let the Splash Brothers out and just was like, "Hey, do your thing," and that definitely changed the game, changed for Steph Curry's career too. So no doubt about that. But I don't feel like he had a solid strategy to me, other than just giving them a green light. What do y'all think of Mark Jackson as a coach?
Great defensive-minded coach. Like you said, it's hard to tell because I think what he was able to do with the Warriors when he left was great. But I don't really know about too much other than that.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't think that'd be fair for him to coach the Lakers with LeBron because he ain't gonna be able to coach the team. So LeBron has to have a coach that's kind of weak-minded and let him do what he want to do. I don't think Mark is going to let that happen. So maybe a small job, he can do that. But I don't know. Maybe I don't say the Sun, but I don't think the Sun will be a good job for him either. But
isn't Jim Brown available now too?
Still Jim Brown?
Yeah.
I don't know who that is.
I'm stuck on the running back. I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know who Jim Brown is, but
we'll see. Hopefully they get somebody interesting. I still think Rondo would be dope, but I think that's just an off the wall thing. I don't think it's really gonna happen. So
I feel like if you got to choose between him or JJ Redick, it's Rondo. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
I mean, Rondo's at least coaching AAU teams right now. Like, JJ ain't doing nothing. He's just analyzing.
Yeah, he's big on being a social media person. But
yeah,
Alex said, "How about Charles Oakley? He'd be getting kicked out the gym."
That's too many texts.
That's funny. All right. Speaking of text, though, I did want to talk real quick about there's been a lot of buzz and a lot of talk about the hard foul on Caitlyn Clark over the weekend. I think it's much ado about nothing. I personally think she's gonna be adjusting to the league, and the league is gonna be adjusting to her, and they're not gonna let her have it easy. But I also think in like 2-3 years, she's gonna be like the best player or one of the best players in the league for sure. I just think it's kind of like really hypercritical. Like everybody that's cheering her on wants to see her do good, and everybody that wants to see her do bad is like excited with the hard fouls and stuff like that. But I don't think it's a big deal. Strizzy, Marcus, what do you guys think about all this kind of scrutiny with Caitlyn Clark and this hard foul?
I'll do it first, Marcus.
You want me to go first?
Yeah, go first.
Oh, personally, I think it was an unnecessary foul. So if I'm the players or the coach or whatever, if you're going to get her at a decent time, go and get the rebound or going down for a ball like that. But don't try to hurt her, but you can kind of bully her around a little bit. But that was a little too blatant, and you can't get mad because people are calling you out. Even when Angel Reese did her thing, it was like she was boxing, like she came to me, I'm trying to get you off of me type of thing. And that was a hard foul too, but it was like she was coming towards me type of thing. That she wasn't even doing anything. She did that. So and Caitlyn Clark, she cool, but she flopped a little bit too. So I think she does a little bit much, she did that kind of stuff, but it'll die down, you know what I'm saying? It'll die down. I say by the middle of the season, we won't see this no more. It's just still new, like what's going on, but I would say kind of leave her alone. To me, I feel bad for her a little bit because she ain't her fault that she who she is. You know what I'm saying? I don't think she came in thinking she was gonna do all that. So she get a little privilege. You know what I'm saying? They do. She does have a little privilege like that. What's going on? But at the same time, man, you don't do it too bad. You know. So that's how I feel about it. I think she's okay player though.
Yeah. Susie, what do you think?
Like I said, I saw Pop's comments. Clark started that altercation on the play before, but it wasn't really an altercation. She was just talking shit. You know what I mean? There was no real altercation. She was just talking. So for me, I'm just like, come on, this is what if you play any type of professional sport, you deal with talking your entire life. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, like you say something, you do something about it. But like Marcus said, I completely agree with you do it on a rebounding incident. You do it in the post when you're backing her up. You know what I'm saying? Like that right there to me, it's not a basketball play.
It's not.
Like and non-basketball plays, non-football plays, those are when people get actually injured. Now, do I agree that Caitlyn Clark is doing a little bit of flopping because she's used to getting a certain kind of a treatment in the NCAA? Yes. You know what I mean? She's 100% doing that too. And she's just not going to get it here. Like it's different. The WNBA is not, women's college basketball. So yeah, she's got to get used to, you're not going to get every call. Just because you drive and you scream a little bit doesn't mean you're going to get a foul call. But I do also agree too that like at a certain point in time, like where her teammates at, dog?
Yeah.
Like y'all just gonna keep letting other players just beat the shit out of you. You're the reason why you have catered flights. You know what I'm saying?
But they might be hating a little bit too. They might be like,
they might be, but come on, like let's be realistic. Like you have that because partly her. It's not all her. It's this draft class entirely. But dog, I've been to 3 WNBA games now, and like it's not just the fever. Like the crowds are just bigger in general. The Mercury are just now finally starting to open up the second half of the Sun
like
Stadium.
the top. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, dog. It's crazy. Like it's different. Like, you could go to a WNBA game and you could go and just pick a seat and just go sit down because nobody's gonna be there. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't do that anymore. Like it's actually pretty packed. I saw something too that the Sparks had the biggest crowd so far this year, even more so over the Lakers. Now I get it because the ticket prices are different, but that's still surprising. Like they literally sold out, Crypto Stadium more seats than the Lakers did all season, right? Like That's a big deal. Even if the tickets are cheap, it's still a big deal. So at some point in time, I feel like her teammates got to come stand up for her. They got to push her around a little bit, and she herself also. If I'm Caitlyn, I'm getting up, I'm shoving back. Like you ain't gonna push me around like this all year because it's gonna keep happening until she stops it. You know what I mean? So, if they want to kind of treat her like a rookie and all these fun things, that's fine. But at a certain point in time, winning gonna be like, I might be a rookie, but I'm still a grown ass woman. I will knock your ass out.
Yeah.
And I think that's gonna come. Like if it doesn't slow down, I think that yeah, you're right. I think that will come at some point. Yeah. But I do think that is kind of part of it. That like a lot of these rookies go through. It's just like not on the same like height and like not watch the same like so closely because. Yep. It is kind of like one of those things like earn your stripes, especially veterans, especially like, oh, okay, they're saying you're this, you're that, like we're gonna make you earn it, or we're gonna kind of punk you, see where you're at, see how you push back. So
absolutely.
So I think it's all kind of, I get what you guys are saying though about that foul, but the other stuff, the physical play is just it's all in the game,
Yeah, absolutely.
But all right, cool stuff. I just wanted to kind of get your guys' opinion on that one real quick before.
Yeah. I was going to ask you real fast. So, did you guys see that what happened on First Take yesterday with this whole thing, Caitlyn Clark?
No.
Okay, I actually got to watch it. Something happened with Stephen A. and Monica. They got into it over. Yeah, it was kind of. I was like, wow, So
yeah, she went at him.
Yeah, we'll talk about it next week, but it was kind of good though.
That's what's up. I'll have to check it out. I wasn't able to see it, but I did. Like I kept seeing this story going by and flashing by on all the. That's why I wanted to be like, all right, let's see, kind of give our take on it. But now I'll have to check that out. And I like that, when he gets caught off guard. So that sounds like it's a nice little.
It was funny though, Marcus, because I watched it too. I was actually happy about it. I'm actually happy. A lot of people trying to call Stephen A. out. Yeah, hell yeah. So I was like, absolutely, man, punk this man. Like, and he had nothing to say. Okay. He had nothing to say about it either. I think agree with her.
I think Stephen A is another one though that like he's done so well, but he can't like forget that he's not infallible either. Like you can't just be saying all kinds of crazy stuff,
Yeah.
So I think that it is one of those where it's like he's on a slippery slope. Like you might go too far and people just just forget about you type of thing.
Yeah.
Or but interesting stuff. That's good stuff. The other one thing I wanted to talk about before we talk NFL too with the MLB, Tucupita Marcano gets a lifetime ban for betting on baseball, and he is like the first active player basically since like back in even Pete Rose wasn't actively doing it. So it's like I think this is the first active MLB player that's been found to be betting on baseball and also on his own team. He placed 387 bets, totaling more than $150,000, and he did bet on his own team as well. Strizzy, I know like you're into betting. I think it is a super dope thing, but it's continuing to expand. What do you think? What are your thoughts about Marcano kind of getting the lifetime ban, and does it make sense to you?
Yeah, I mean, like we said this a while ago. Like, stop betting on your sport. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like if you gamble and you bet on your own sport, or sorry, if you don't bet on your sport, you're probably more likely to get a little bit more of a wrist slap, you know what I'm saying, a hand slap than a lifetime ban. You know what I'm saying? Like when they find out that you're betting on your sport as well as your team, now it makes it look like you're like, how do we know that you weren't, missing bats on purpose? If a ball's coming your way on third base and you accidentally, it looks like an error, right? But now we're like, he was gambling though. So now it's like he probably did it on purpose. You know what I mean? Like things of that nature, like it just makes it look super bad. You know what I mean? So like I kind of have no sympathy for when you're doing it to, to kind of like better yourself or whatever the case may be. But I mean, if you're gonna gamble, it's whatever, man. Like, but gamble on other sports, gamble on sports that have nothing to do with you. You know what I mean? But yeah, apparently he didn't do that.
I know nothing about what happened with him and everything, but the bottom line is it's not even worth it. Like,
yeah, exactly. That's exactly how I feel. Like it's not worth it.
You about to lose your whole life. You've been playing since you were a little kid. You made to the big league. That's your hope for your family and everything. Yeah. And I'm saying he won't have money for the rest of life, but that was your career, man. So if you made betting, you didn't make how much you was gonna get while you was playing. So the whole thing it's not worth it, man. I just some people say maybe it's too harsh, but you have to do that. Hard for him. You have to be a sacrifice because now you're going to anybody else do it. It's gonna be hard. They don't think about I gotta quit doing this if I'm doing this now because they letting people go for the whole thing. So it's a smart on their end, So I just feel bad for a guy like that because I know he put a lot of work to get where he's at.
Hell yeah,
right.
Filled away for something like that. It wasn't worth it. The money wasn't even worth it. So
exactly. Like he bet, they said totally more than 150,000. He probably lost it all. He definitely not going to make more than what he could make potentially in his career as an MLB player. And it's pretty crazy. And I think that the MLB did do the right thing, setting the lifetime ban. You got to set a precedence, and especially when it's a lower player. Like they're glad with the Shohei Ohtani thing, and Stephanie Washington mentioned that Ohtani has been cleared. Both MLB and the federal investigation basically found that he was the victim of fraud, and that in his boy, I guess though, Missouri is like facing like 30 plus years potentially. And but he, Ohtani's been cleared, but the MLB was sweating bullets. Like if something attaches him too closely, or if we can't figure this out to sweep this out, you can't have one of your big stars go down because they don't want to have to deal with that. I guess there's no way that they would be able to put that type of ban on Ohtani. But a guy like Marcano, they're like, okay, we're gonna make you the example. Same thing with Porter in the NBA. Like, all right, dude, like you're messing around. And like Pop said, it's about the integrity of the sport. It's like we people watch it for the purity of the sport. And if they're believing that, okay, people are out there throwing games or missing shots, it's crazy.
Yeah.
So
I think the same thing with football with Ridley. You know what I'm saying? He's a good player, so he gave a year ban, but he didn't get life.
He didn't get the lifetime ban. And yeah, it's true because they brought out some extra excuses for him, like, well, he wasn't with the team at the time and all that. But I'm like, he still bet on his own team. Like that's all bad. But like Unc says too, though, gambling is addictive. It definitely is. People, it's crazy though because it's already been like a known thing, like in Vegas and like certain places and stuff like that, as far as like how people will lose literally their shirt off their back for this type of stuff. But now that it's becoming so open, right? And it's like, people can do it from their home and from their pocket. It's not even like a lure, like you got to go to the casino. You got to sit there and make this work. Like they made it so easy, and they're getting more and more states on board and more inexperienced people. They're like, hey, what is this? Putting money on the app and they addictive. Also know they're making a killing.
Yeah, addictive or not, he get no excuse for what he did. I don't care. I'm pretty sure you got a best friend. I'm pretty sure you got a cousin.
Yeah.
Hey, man, do his best for me right here. It's just that simple. I'm sorry. I can't give you, it's addictive. I got to do it. No, I'm sorry.
No. Yeah. I definitely don't. I definitely agree with you there. I just feel like the addictive part is like where they don't realize what they're doing, or they get away with it a couple times and all of a sudden they're like finding themselves like this dude. But it's crazy.
Still, man, you gotta be smart, man. I got homies and stuff like that's like me. I was a famous person. I'm like doing it by myself. I got I got A-Dub and Shrizzy. Like, come on, man. Like,
yeah.
Like, we got your back.
Yeah, I do. I know we talk, and you be like, hey, man, you ain't doing that no more. I'm doing it for you. I quit doing that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You still playing gonna help us out. You know what I'm saying? I'm your dude. You know what I'm
exactly.
saying?
Yeah.
We all lose. You know what I'm saying? So,
hey, Marcus, you're our meal ticket. We can't let you jeopardize that. You know what I'm saying? We with you. Oh man, but that's funny. Pop said exactly. Yeah, that's crazy though. But yeah, so more. It's gonna happen more and more though with gambling getting so big, and I do think that it is. I think it's interesting though because as bad as MLB talks about how betting is and that they don't want it in their sport and give out a lifetime ban for somebody doing it, they're also running ads for ESPN Bet and FanDuel and all that stuff right alongside their product. So they know what it's doing for the interest of the sport at the same time. So they're like, it's bad, but we don't want to totally shut it down. It's pretty crazy. Well, all right. I wanted to jump for the second half of the show to NFL talk. I wanted to start off by saying rest in peace to Larry Allen. At 52 years old was a giant, massive, big, pun intended, part of the Cowboys and their 3 Super Bowls in the 90s, and blocking for Emmitt Smith and protecting Troy Aikman. But definitely sad to hear about his sudden passing. He was on vacation in Mexico and passed away at 52 years old. So
it's tough.
It's so young, dog. It's so young.
Like I remember watching as a kid, we won those Super Bowls and it was always about Emmitt Smith. It was always about Michael Irvin, Troy Aikman, Deion, people like that. But it was my first time realizing, like, the offensive line, like Nate Newton, you know what I'm saying? Those guys like that, and Larry Allen and Eric Williams. You see those guys, how they was the reason why, Emmitt will always give those guys props, and you would see how those guys, and the kids won't ever get this experience. We watch games where Madden was calling the games. So
right.
Madden would tell, hey, look at Larry Allen. Look what he's doing right here. Eric Williams. So we looking like he wasn't just talking about the stars. He was talking about those guys. So it was my first time ever seeing those guys are important too, Because like I said, little kid, you just look at the guy doing the touchdown like that. But Madden made sure that you knew who was doing those things. That he would call it before they even did it. You know what I'm saying? So those was big for me. And like Larry Allen was like such a cool guy. He was quiet. He wasn't like saying a lot, you know what I'm saying? And he's gonna go down as the best guard of the Cowboys ever, you know what I'm saying? And you could say the best, you know what I'm saying, offensive lineman of the Cowboys ever, So I hate because like 52 is super young, So it's just like he just got the Hall of Fame. He didn't even get the joy, really, the labor of what he did, you know what I'm saying? He's already gone. So it just kind of sucks. And I seen the video of Emmitt Smith, he did the video, and he was crying because like he's the reason why I'm in the Hall of Fame. You know what I'm saying? He's the reason why I got these Super Bowls. He's a big reason why that happened. Like I said, if he was playing now, boy, he'll be paid. You know what I'm saying? So I think he paid his time he played. He didn't get paid. I know he didn't get paid a lot. He was worth, because he did a lot. So I hated. He was a gentle giant, a good guy. You know what I'm saying? I was happy. I don't know. I probably could be wrong, but I don't know if any guard got a Hall of Fame. If they did, it's a long time ago. But he's one of the linemen that got in the Hall of Fame, and it was good to see that. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of tough to see that, but praying for his family and everything. But he gonna always be remembered, man. It's one of the best they ever do it at that position.
Most definitely, yeah, most definitely, and I agree. Great point about Madden. You know what I'm saying? Because it's so true. Like up until a certain point, it's like, oh, those are just the big uglies, and it's like, that's just whoever's up front in the O-line. But he did start to call things out, and seeing that part and seeing how big of a part of those teams that they were, and how Troy and Emmitt always recognized the line as well, and like always wanted to take care of them because they knew, hey, that's who's paving the way for me. So and I agree, especially being a big kid, always my whole life. You know what I'm saying? I like the dudes that were out there, like, doing their thing and showing their athleticism, even though they were big and fat. You know what I'm saying? Which Larry Allen was always in shape for just how massive he was.
Big dude,
but
man.
Just big dudes. So that's it. Yeah, that was super sad though to hear that news. And yeah, very young. So like you said, just kind of thoughts out to his family for sure. Paul said he started as a right guard and was great and all pro left guard and left tackle. That's crazy.
That's crazy, man.
You can move an offensive lineman around like that. That's all pro.
They showed a highlight today. I think it's on the Cowboys highlight of him that he chased down a guy, got an interception or something. He chased him all the way down and tackled him. Like, it's like, what offensive line doing that? Like, he ain't
right.
But that mentality of the Super Bowl, the championship, you're a champion. You don't want, you know what I'm saying? You don't
Nothing
want
get past you. Yeah.
Don't do that. So it just man. That's sad, man. That's a big piece of that era, man. It's gone.
Most definitely. Next thing up here too, I was going to talk about Justin Jefferson and also CMC. Like earlier today, got a contract extension as well. But Justin Jefferson, the highest paid player ever, highest paid non-quarterback ever. His extension is worth 4 years, 140 million, 110 million guaranteed, and 88 million due at signing. Which is like, dang, I'll be like, where's the pin at? Justin Jefferson, getting that contract and kind of resetting the market in a big way for wide receivers. Do y'all think it's worth it? And what do you think that does to CeeDee Lamb's contract as well? Those are my two questions on this topic.
I would say he missed the whole season last year, or
No.
he played a little bit.
He played it in the beginning, missed kind of the middle, and came back in the end.
Yeah.
So he played the last game of the season?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought he missed like at least 7 games, but okay. So but I don't know. I'm gonna say I'm happy he got the money. I'm gonna say I don't think he should have got that much. Only because this next year is gonna show if he's really that guy, and he can't even do it because his quarterback. He don't know who his quarterback gonna be next year. Now, if Kirk Cousins is still there doing anything, then yeah, he's gonna do the same thing. But you paying this guy all his money, and he probably not going to get the same numbers he got. Your team not gonna be the same either. You know what I'm saying? So I'm happy he's a young guy. I just feel like he ain't. I feel like they ain't did enough to get that kind of money already, man. Because I'm just saying he's already injury prone, showing that already. And then next year, like he's not gonna get that same numbers. I just don't feel it. But I'm happy for him as a young black guy. I'm happy, but as a sports guy, looking at old school, you might say now, I don't think he was worth that much money. Get paid, but that's a lot of money.
That definitely is a lot of money. I just double checked. He played 10 games last year, so he did miss 7 games in the middle of the season. So, but I think it's a great point you make about not knowing who his quarterback is going to be. And I do think the fact that they're trying to make it work with a rookie quarterback, the rookie quarterback from Michigan, kind of allowed them to make that 4-year window where they'll be paying him less, when Jefferson will be getting that big money. So it's kind of interesting how that balancing act works. Because, yeah, if they had Kirk Cousins back, or if they had, a bona fide, like a Pro Bowl type of quarterback, there's no way they'd be able to pay him that much money.
Okay.
So I do think that's cool, though, for him. Yeah, $88 million guaranteed that signing, though. That's a crazy signing bonus.
You might lose him if you don't give him that much money, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
So, but it's great for him. He is on track as far as like games played and the stats to be an all-time great for sure, like of the trajectory, because he's set a lot of records for like most catches in the first 4 years or yards in the first 4 years. But like you said, like he's still like that's still kind of young to be getting that kind of crazy money. But Strizzy, what did you think? Like, it's kind of expected, or?
Yeah, I mean, you look at the trajectory the NFL's been going. That's exactly what kind of to be expected. He's been the best wide receiver in the league for the last 3-4 years. Like even
one of the best.
One or two, literally one or two. Dog, it's been him and Tyreek Hill for the last 4 years, dog.
Wow, I'm just saying, I'm putting Chase in front of him the way he's Chase.
No,
Chase is up there too, though.
He's up there. I'd put Chase maybe 3 or 4, but I wouldn't put him in front of JJ.
Critical when you need to play, get it done.
I don't know. Jefferson had that catch against the Saints. He's had some big catches too.
I'm at 1K. I'm talking about playoffs. I'm saying every game consistently doing his thing. You know what I'm saying? So
true.
I don't know. I would.
I see what you mean from the team aspect. That's what you mean from the team aspect. The Bengals are better than them, but I'm talking about just one player. Like, don't get me wrong, Chase is phenomenal. Like, I'm not even disagreeing with you there. I'm just saying, like
I don't know about 1-2 though, man. You got AJ Brown out there. I'm just saying, like, top 5, yeah, but
you think AJ Brown is better than Justin Jefferson?
I'm just saying, you play AJ Brown on that team, do what he do. I think what I say that is there anything that he can do that AJ Brown can't do? That's what I'm saying. That's the difference. Absolutely. Like Tyreek Hill, he's speed. He can do things that nobody else can really can do that. But I'm saying as a receiver, I think even CD Lamb, I think they can do anything he can do. I'm saying it's nothing different he can't do that they can't do. That's what I'm saying. So a wild catch he can do, cool, he did that. But I'm saying anything that he can do, they can do. That's what I'm saying. They're the same player. But Tyreek Hill, he's different because he's a speedy guy. He's fast. He can do different things. But as an overall receiver, you say, hey, you playing horse, do this right here. They're going to do the same thing he can do. That's what I'm saying, the difference in that.
I disagree, but respectfully disagree. Like I do. You know what I'm saying? Like that's your opinion. You know what I'm saying? Mine's mine. Like I do. I just think he's literally at the top of his game, and he was next in line. He was next in line to get paid. He's done 4 years. He's on his 5th year, so that he got the extension. And the money that he got essentially is done by his agent. You know what I'm saying? So what his agent went out there and got for him, that's what he went out and got. You know what I'm saying? So. You know what I mean? Exactly. Like he set the record for the most yards in his first.
Yeah, because he's the only receiver on the team. That don't prove it to me. I don't do it. But I'll put it like this. So when CD get more money than him, then CD is a better receiver than him?
No. CD, I don't think CD's going to I don't know if CD gets more. He'll get close. I think his, $35 million a year?
Yeah, so Justin Jefferson's is $35 million a year.
Yeah, but I also think that this contract actually hurts CD. Not hurts CD. Hurts the Cowboys. I don't think it hurts CD because now the Cowboys have to go out. They got to pay CD. They got to figure out if they're going to pay Dak, and they got to pay Micah. And I think this is going to be a lot of money. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like that hurts them a lot. So to answer your second question in regards to CD Lamb, great for him, but bad for the Cowboys.
Yeah, I feel that. But I do think he's going to get somewhere near there. Pop says I think CD deal gets done now. He'll get $32 million per year for 5 years. Guaranteed money is going to be the main issue. So Pops has some slotted down behind him too, which I think still $32 million a year is crazy money. Like that's still crazy money. But I get what you're saying though, totally too, Marcus, as far as like the stats right there on the team that he's on. You know, he has had a lot of those opportunities. But I think it will be interesting to see how it plays out on the next over the next 4 years. But Justin Jefferson is definitely a beast, and like you said, Strizzy too, like it was his turn, like he's next in line because most of the time, whoever comes next, or like especially next offseason, they're just going to get reset again probably because it just keeps going up. So
whichever receiver is next in line.
He came in the same year as CD or a different year?
No, he came in the same year.
Prior.
Oh, really?
I think it was a year, right?
Okay.
It was a year prior, right? No?
Because they won that year they came in, right? They won. He came. You got drafted, right? So yeah, he might be a year.
Oh,
He didn't play.
I think CD's a year prior. I could be wrong, but I thought he was.
Let's see.
Him and Chase didn't come out the same year, did they?
Not a year prior. Sorry, a year. Is CD younger? I thought he's a year younger.
So I'm saying younger. So I'm saying, but him and Chase they came out of the same year. They came. I think Chase and CD came in the same year. I think, and then I think
Chase and CD are in the same year because Justin Jefferson graduated. He's a year ahead of Chase, and they both at LSU at the same time.
Okay.
Yeah. So
okay. Here we go. I found it real quick. Sorry, my bad. But let me just jump in here to the 2020 NFL draft. These were the receivers drafted ahead of Justin Jefferson: Henry Ruggs, Jerry Jeudy, CeeDee Lamb, and Jalen Reagor. And then Justin Jefferson was drafted. Well, let's see, somewhere after 21st.
CD's actually not that crazy because he was on that Oklahoma team that was absolutely phenomenal. But
Jalen Reagor,
he got drafted the 27 pick.
No, the 22nd. Yeah, 22.
Wow,
that's crazy.
Well, maybe then I gotta get.
Well, actually, is it that crazy? I know they were on the same team. I know him and Chase were on the same team, also with Terrace Marshall. But did he play with Burrow though?
Yeah, they won. It was remember Chase and him was on the same team that year. They won. Okay.
I just couldn't remember if because I remember Chase had that Burrow had that really phenomenal year when they won the championship. I couldn't remember if it was.
Is Jalen Reagor? Is he still on Eagles?
I don't even know if he's still anywhere.
I was gonna say, is he still in the league? Let alone the Eagles. That's crazy.
Let's see. He's playing for the Patriots now. Jalen Reagor, but he's already played for a couple different teams.
Yeah, I think too. I think what's going to happen is one of two things is going to happen. Marcus is absolutely right. Where the quarterback situation, because they got JJ, right now.
Yeah, JJ McCarthy from Michigan.
Yeah, I think what's going to happen is like that's going to make things really difficult. But he still has some people he can throw to. They still have Addison. They still have T.J. Hawkinson. So like
I think McCarthy
weapons.
I think he's gonna be a great quarterback. I just didn't this year coming up. He's not gonna do that.
Right. Yeah. Or what's gonna happen is he's gonna have an outstanding year because he's just gonna get every single.
That's the thing. That's the thing. I don't think if it was a seasoned quarterback, yeah, but he gonna throw too many picks trying to force it to him. That's all I'm worried about.
True.
Because if he had a good quarterback, he can force it to him like he always do. But I think it's gonna be kind of hard for that. He got to handle that pressure coming to him and all that.
That's really what's going to come back down to. I'm not worried about JJ. I'm worried about his quarterback because, and not only that, Justin Jefferson is actually one of the best, if not the best receiver. I won't say the best. I still think it's Tyreek Hill, but I think that he's one of the best at separation. Like he's just always so open. Like there's nobody ever close to him. You know what I'm saying? So I think as long as JJ's not rushing or making stupid decisions, like JJ is going to be there. You just got to get it to him.
Yeah. It's crazy though. Stephanie says, wow, Ruggs, such a trip. It's like, dang, he could be in line to get a contract like these other dudes. And Jerry Jeudy, he went with the Browns, but he got a lot less than Justin Jefferson.
Oh, sweet, dog.
Yeah.
Jerry Jeudy, oh man.
Yeah.
I get it. I totally understand it, but man.
I think he messed up when he went ahead to Steve Smith. I think he should have apologized and got that straightened out because that came back to Honda, man, because there was no reason for you to even do that. This dude could, like he said, I could help you get certain places, even one-on-one. Like I'm talking to you, hey, how can I do this and this and this? That's gonna make you get better. This is good as a Hall of Famer. Like, come on, man. You talking to him crazy like that? Why? Because your pride? Yeah. Now you look what you're doing now. Like you mess yourself up. And he might not believe that, but I think that messed his career up when he did that.
Man, we talked about this a long time ago. Like football players just don't reach out to their greats and their veterans. You know what I'm saying? In regards to like, what did you do that made you so great? Like, how can I come in here and establish myself year one instead of going through this super long learning curve? Like football players don't do that. You know what I mean? Like basketball players, they talk amongst each other. Basketball players, they talk to their greats and things of that nature. Like football players just don't do that.
Man, see what you did. He helped you. So.
Exactly. He'll go school him.
That's even in life. Any job you have right now, if somebody before you that was good at it, of course you're gonna go and like, hey man, how do you do that? It won't hurt you.
Right.
Yeah, exactly.
That's crazy.
Especially someone like Smitty, man. Like,
yeah,
because he didn't have all that talent, all that extra stuff. He had it off of motivation and drive. So he had to work even harder.
like the AI of football almost.
Yeah, right. He was so good though. Man.
He was, dog. Like he was, man.
Is he in the Hall of Fame already or not yet?
Yeah, I think so. I think he just got it. No?
Yeah.
Oh, maybe he didn't. I could be wrong. He might not have gone in yet.
Maybe he's up for it though. I know these guys they do broadcasting to help him get faster in. Yeah. Once they get in there, they gone like Ray Lewis and Charles Wilson. Those guys did it to get it and they leave. I think Larry Fitzgerald is another one. He should get called up this year. I think he'll be done doing broadcasting. So
I think Steve Smith actually might not have waited long enough yet. I got to double check.
It has to be 5 years. I think he's with the Ravens. That kind of probably it might be 5 years coming up though.
It's funny. Matter of fact, I don't think he did. I think I can't remember who it was, but I think Andre Johnson got in instead of him.
Oh, okay, he did.
Oh yeah, that's right.
I think Andre Johnson got in instead of him.
But he'll get in though. He first ballot though.
Yeah, he definitely gonna get in. It's kind of crazy to me though, because I'm like, Steve Smith is ahead of Andre Johnson in every receiving category.
Yeah.
Period.
But Andre been retired longer than two though. So
yeah, he's definitely been retired longer.
Yeah. That's what's up though. Pops mentioned Run DMC paving the way for running backs to get paid. He got his extension. It's going to be basically an extra 2 years and $38 million, which is still crazy how much they make compared to wide receivers and how much harder it is to be a running back. Like what you have to go through.
It's funny. It's funny too. I forgot to bring Pop's comment up. He said, Run DMC paving the way for running backs to get paid. He's paving the way. He's almost paving the way to make it more difficult for him. It's like you got to be this good in order to get paid as a running back in the league. Otherwise, we're letting y'all go. Like that's essentially what they're saying. Like, but he's just been so good. Like when he's on that field, like he's just so good, man. And it sucks to see him go as a Panthers fan, but I love seeing him being able to kind of run behind a more competent, line and a more competent head coach and all these things. Like I love. He's just one of those dudes you just love to root for. You know what I'm saying? Like he don't get no trouble. He just goes out there and does his job. That's it.
But that's like you said, he is paving the way to make a different running back. Like you got to be able to catch the ball now.
Yeah.
If you can't do that, I don't want you either. That
Facts.
tall, girly type thing, that's gone. Like all you do is run the ball. He caught the ball a little bit too, but it was more like running the ball going out. That's over with. It is gonna have two backs who one could do the other. You know what I'm saying? Or you'll have one who could do both of them. You can't have one guy that's your main guy. Like Dick Henry's gonna be the only one that does that.
And it's just he's just so massive, it don't even matter.
He's the last, and he could catch the ball a little bit too, but he's the last old school running back. Like Emmitt Smith and Barry Sanders, that stuff is never come back again.
Yeah, big time.
No more 3 yards in a cloud of dust.
Same in basketball, there'll never be a guy down low. No, these guys coming out shooting threes now. So
true, it is. It's like it's evolved into a different thing. No more post play, no more, footwork around the basket. Like, no.
It's just so hard to watch sometimes too. Like I'm sorry, I went back to basketball, but
no, you're good.
Like seeing him, like, why are you so far? What are you doing? You got people working on you. You gonna post him up a little bit? It was just so frustrating watching that kind of stuff because I'm used to. He's a big dude. He's 7 foot, isn't he?
Who?
Yeah,
Cat. Oh yeah, absolutely.
I'm like you making it easy on them going out there shooting those like threes, and they're just like,
especially when you're not hitting, when you're 1 for 8.
Right, go down there and get you some easy buckets.
And he gonna lie and say he shoots 1,500 a night. Yeah, shut up.
No, I got the audacity to say he's the best shooting big in the league. I was like, I don't think you're a better shooter than Joker. I don't even think you're a better shooter than Embiid. Calm down, bro.
Right, but the volume's there. Apparently,
volume's there.
We was having a good day with Pops, and you gonna bring up Embiid.
You're right.
He's trying to forget.
Yeah, for real.
That's funny. All right, that's what's up. All right, let's knock out one of these things. I was gonna do the 49ers for Mom and the Rams as well, but since they're not on here, we're just talking about Derrick Henry. Let's do the Ravens schedule real quick. Let's do their win-loss prediction. And as we're going through the off seasons, when there's not much NFL talk to talk about, we're going to start knocking these out. So let's run through this one real quick. Of course, we talked about this before, but the opening weekend, the Ravens play at the Chiefs on opening night, Thursday opening night. What do y'all think? Is that a win or a loss for the Ravens?
I'm going to say a loss.
For me, it's
the first game.
For me, it's a dub, and I think that's also because it's the first game. They just lost another team member. Like the Chiefs just lost another team member to just stupid stuff. I forgot what his name was. It was
So you said another one. So you think Rice is gone?
He's not gone, but he's suspended for at least.
I think he's going to be suspended for at least 8 games.
Yeah,
in my opinion.
Yeah, because of all the extra that came even after it.
Well, so Ant just came on. Ant, let us know. What's up, Ant?
Yeah,
what's good?
What's up, Ant?
That's crazy. Yeah. Talking about the team, you came on, brother.
Ant, real quick.
Go ahead.
Oh no, I was just gonna say, Ant, real quick. Let us know how many games you think Rice will be suspended. What we were just talking about.
Yeah. And I think too, like just with the whole AFC Championship game, and then just not sticking to the run, and now they got Derrick Henry. I just feel like they're gonna.
I'm sorry. I'm gonna go with Ravens too
because they're gonna come out.
I just feel like they're gonna emphasize that rush D, and I think Henry's gonna run for a grip. I think Lamar's gonna run for a grip. I don't know. I just see a 200+ yard rushing game for this game. I just feel like they're gonna win week 1. I could be wrong. You know what I'm saying? Like the Chiefs are still the Chiefs. They still got the best quarterback in the league. But I just feel like week 1 is going to the Ravens.
Dang. I kind of think so too.
Oh,
he said Rice. I'm saying 8.
Okay.
The club thing was dropped. I did see that. They settled out of court.
But 8 games.
They settled out of court for $20.
For $20.
I guess that's okay. I guess he'll be right on time. So when you spend 8 games, do you still practice the team?
Up until like a certain point, like I think you can still go through preseason and stuff like up until like the last week before or something like that.
But from week 1 to week 8, you can't practice the team either, or can you come in like a game early or something to practice? How do they work?
I don't think you can be with the team.
Oh. Yeah, I think you at the crib. I don't think you can be at the facilities, right? You can't even be at the facility.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Yeah.
Like he still get most of his off-season program, but then after that, then he's gonna have to step away. once the season starts. We'll see.
See what Anthony said.
Chiefs aren't losing back-to-back ring ceremonies.
They might. They shouldn't have lost to the Lions. That was their bad.
Yeah.
You can lose to the Chiefs or the Ravens.
I kind of think the Ravens too, because this is their Super Bowl. So Pops and Anthony are saying a loss, but I think we're all three saying the Ravens are going to win. So we got to outweigh them on that one. Only because I do think that this will be their Super Bowl. They're going to come out like guns blazing, like to try to prove a point.
Yeah, they gotta get their lick back.
At the Raiders, or no, home against the Raiders, week 2.
Y'all see all the weight that Lamar lost to you? I think that's good or bad?
Both. I think it's kind of bad though, because he's going to take hits.
That's what I'm saying. Unless he's gonna be faster enough, but dang, man.
I think he's like, I'm not planning on running the ball no more because
I think that's what it is too. He's like, he's only gonna run when he absolutely needs to, but you got to do like King Henry. You don't really like do all that. So,
but you still need the threat.
Yeah, you're right. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
the threat's still there. He's still one of the dudes. He got them legs, but I think there have been so many games where like they look to him to just take over and run. Like I feel like you don't have to do that no more. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. All right, Pops got week 2 as a win against the Raiders at home. What do y'all think about that one too? That's a win. Okay, week 3 they're going to be at the Cowboys.
They gonna win.
That's a dub for me too.
That's 3-0 starting out. At home against the Bills.
Win. I feel bad for Bill fans because your team gonna be trash this year.
I know they think Josh Allen's is gonna work a miracle. Like that's not gonna happen.
They gonna be so sorry. They gonna go back to the old Bills. God dang.
Right. Let's see. Week 5 against the Bengals.
Good game, but I think they lose that game.
Is it at the Bengals?
It don't
matter. It's at the Bengals.
Yeah, I'm going Bengals. After about 4 weeks, Bengals will have their stuff together.
Yeah.
The Bengals start out 0-2.
Week 6 at home against the Commanders. That's a win.
Yeah.
Okay. Away at the Buccaneers.
Win.
That's a win. At the Browns.
Win.
Well, I don't know. They might at the Browns. It's tough. I don't know. Like the division, the AFC North is so tough, man. Like
they're gonna split against the Browns.
That's what I think. So I'm thinking about maybe
that game. If they split, it's gonna be the last game. They ain't splitting that one.
All right, we'll put them down for a win here.
Actually, that's a good point, Marcus. Like they might be sitting in the last week of the season.
True. Okay, so we're let's see, week 9 at the Broncos or at home against the Broncos.
They're gonna absolutely murder them. So it's gonna be ugly.
All right. Week 10 against the Bengals again. So they get the win this time.
Yeah.
At the Steelers. That might be
a quarterback by then.
I think they win this game. They usually split with the Steelers, but I think they might sweep them this year.
Yeah, they win.
Okay.
Yeah.
Away at the Chargers.
Win.
Dang, we got them going crazy this year, but their schedule is kind of interesting.
Good cupcake.
Looking so far. Eagles at home.
I'm gonna give them a loss now. They gotta
lose to somebody good at home. They're not gonna win every home game, so that's a good one.
Okay, now they got their bye week, week 14, so they're gonna be tired by that game too. Their bye week is kind of late.
Yeah.
Now you got at the Giants.
You rested, you don't beat them.
Oh yeah,
coming off.
They ain't got Saquon no more either.
Now you're at home against the Steelers. Is this the one they lose?
I'm gonna say they split. They got the best division in football, so I'm gonna say they're gonna split that one.
Okay, Steelers will be ready for them there. Now you got the Texans on Christmas Day at the Texans.
Are you playing it? Because your season, what they at right now?
They're
at 12-3 right now.
Yeah, so I don't think you need to play.
I don't know. I just think they win this game though. Because
wait, is that the last? That's the last game of the season besides the Browns? Christmas?
Yeah.
Oh, I feel like I thought Christmas they had at least three more games. Is something different this year?
Well, usually they do go like until like the second week of January or right around New Year's, but I think this one's going to be a little bit quicker, I guess.
Yeah, it sounds like it.
The second to last game, I'm not playing that game. I'm 12-3. I'm not doing that.
It depends. You know what I'm saying? Because they're gonna want that number one seed if they're in the running for it. And I think we have the Chiefs at what 12-3 too, or 13-2?
Something.
Yeah, we did the Chiefs last week, and I think we had them at like 13.
But still, I think they're. I don't know. I think
that's a tough game though. Houston might be good too. So
Houston beat them last year.
Yeah. So
granted, the game they had Derrick Henry, and I feel like something was off. Like they let the Texans come back, and then the Texans beat them in overtime or something like that.
Yeah,
but
I got a loss here though. I don't know why. I'm thinking,
it's in Texas too. So yeah,
But then we got that last game against the Browns. I think that's a loss too.
Yeah, if we're splitting them,
it depends who's playing though. If everybody playing, they win that game.
Yeah, that's how I feel too. I feel like if we're just talking about who they're better than, who they're going to beat, I think they beat the Browns too.
Okay. All right, so we got them at 13-4.
Okay. They're going to be solid.
That's right.
They're going to be solid. They're getting a lot of guys on defense back this year too.
And the schedule, I mean, they play the NFC East.
Yeah.
And and then I don't know what it is, the AFC West with that's why they have to play the Chiefs and everybody. Yeah, that's right.
True.
So
I feel like the AFC West is pretty weak aside from the Chiefs.
Except for exactly. All right, so we got them at 13-4. That's always a fun thing to do though. We'll definitely do another one. Pops has got them at 12-5. But I'll copy these down.
Yeah.
And we'll do another one of these next week. And we still got to figure out what we're going to do for next week, but we'll figure out something to make it a little special since it will be episode 250, which is pretty crazy. We'll have to go back and see how long that is, but 250 weeks is a long time.
Oh, it's crazy, man. Love
That's a long time.
Love it.
Exactly. That's dope. Okay, so we'll put it in there 13-4 officially, and then we'll go ahead and shut this thing down. But y'all give us suggestions for other teams. We're gonna do we are gonna do the 49ers at some point soon when we can do that for Kelly, and then we'll do the Rams for Moms.
Yeah.
And then we'll do the Texans as well, since they're like a little up and coming team that we've been interested in seeing. So we'll be doing them next. But
that's gonna look tough a little bit. Some big teams on there.
I know. I think it's gonna be a good
Kansas City.
This is going to be a good test for them. And I'm excited to see how good the Bears are going to be.
Yeah, me too.
Get the Bears. That'll be cool.
I mean, I've been hearing big things about them, but they're not playing full speed against their own guys, you know what I'm saying? So we'll see.
Yeah, for sure. All right, that's what's up though. We're going to go ahead and shut it down there, but don't forget to watch the NBA Finals on Thursday. That is jumping off, and hopefully this is Luka's first ring and another ring for Kyrie. We'll do the last
for that show. I'm gonna be gone.
Yeah, we'll do them last. But that's what's up. We'll go ahead and
Mavs in 6, man. So everybody got Mavs in 6 except for me.
Yeah, but I think
but he's a Lakers fan too, so he's doing it from the heart. I'm just trying to
exactly.
I hope y'all right though, man. I hope y'all right.
Celtics don't do good with physicality, man. That's the only reason why I feel like the Mavs got, we'll see though.
And we'll see if they have the recipe starting Thursday. But I think that first game will be telling. But we'll be back with y'all next week for episode 250. We'll figure out something to spice it up. And we'll be talking about that NBA Finals and do a couple more teams. But until then, that was episode 249 of Say Like a Champ. It's your boy A-Dub.
Hey, boy Stress.
Well, Mark, we out here, man.
Yes, sir.